Hi, everybody. I'm Rick Beato, and on today's Everything Music is What Makes a Song Great, episode 420. The band is Seether, and the song is Gasoline. Stick around. Hi, I've noticed that only 97% of you watching are also subscribed. Please, please subscribe so I can continue to make content like this. I'm wearing my denim shirt, so I know I've alluded to the denim shirt being Sigourney Weaver in the movie Holes, but it's also Rick Beato. So yesterday I didn't film, but I had a pretty productive day. I started a sketch. I did it. I did it on my tablet. Did it on my tablet and then printed it out. That's that's the method that I have decided to go for this one. I don't know why I kept being like that. Seems like the lazy way to do it. But what's more lazy, doing it the lazy way or not doing it at all? You know? Anyway. And then I did a wash of gouache. Looks pretty cool. Just call it here. Now, is this my second attempt? Yes, it is. But we're going to act like it's not my second attempt. The first one, she looked way too she had iPhone face. I'm just going to say it. Also, I beat the last judge in Silk Song. That finally happened. Yeah, bitch. First try. And I did my nails. Now I was thinking about keeping them long and just doing them clear again. But I thought I would spare you guys the Nosferatu nails this time around. So I shortened them and I threw on some chrome, giving you guys some new stimuli. I'm like your Nick Jr. I'm your crinkly mirrored toy on the playmat. Ooh. We all know that I'm not going to give you new stimuli with the outfits that I wear. It's gonna keep being the same thing over and over again. And if it's not the same thing, it is going to look like it is the same thing. I'm a Taurus. It's a Taurus thing. Someone's gonna see this and be like, it makes so much sense now. So what are we gonna do today? We are going to try and keep going at this painting, drawing. So if you see this at all, it really means that things went well enough for me to want to share it. Spoiler alert. She still kind of has iPhone face, but it's not as egregious as the last one. I promise you. Also, this one I did pink. The last one was orangey. I think I actually kind of wish it was orange. It's giving singer songwriter to me, like country western almost. I wanted like witchy 70s campy film, but I think it'll be cool. Sit with it for a little bit. I like to watch something on TV and tape up whatever drawing I'm working on so I can look at that instead of watch my show. I need a new show. I'm thinking about starting Nurse Jackie. So I tried watching Vampire Diaries and I ended up on Poshmark looking for clothes like Nina Dobrev was wearing on the show, which is the same thing that happened to me when I watched Sex in the City. That's when I started really searching for things on eBay and Poshmark to wear. It's like, this is fashion. And I turned on Vampire Diaries and I was like, this is why I love a little jacket. That's why I love a little jacket and bootcut jeans. Oh my god. Today I'm wearing skinny jeans because I have boots on. Can I? It's kind of impressive. Impressive that I didn't spill anything. Maybe I'll play some Silk Song. I'm already at a spot where I'm like stuck in a room where I'm getting ambushed. Mm. I already chipped one of these. I wasn't even thinking that these are glass. These are fragile, and I'm like cleaning it off in the jar of water, and I hit it against the side of the jar and chipped it. So my favorite one is chipped. My egg cup. Here's how I'm gonna save. I have saran wrap. I know that this works because I already tried it last night and it survived the night. I'm gonna saran wrap over it and keep it from drying out. Maybe this is what I did back in the day when I used gouache. I don't remember. Maybe I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, day 2. Studio vlog. I think that is what I have to put in my title to get the right people to come to my channel. Studio vlog is going to be a good one. Okay, here's what we're starting with today. I kind of like it. I did a little bit. I did a little bit today off camera. I wanted to pop on before I started anything, but my phone was on 10% battery. Bad vlogger. I don't consider myself a vlogger. I consider myself a storyteller. You ever heard you ever heard musicians say that? I don't consider myself a songwriter. I consider myself a storyteller. Get up there and play the song that you wrote. Or the song that you didn't write. Get up there and play the song that Max Martin wrote for you. That's something she would say, right? My singer-songwriter friend here. I don't know. I was almost thinking about doing little like drawings inside, but maybe I'll do that for the next one. Also, this is the one that I chipped yesterday. I went in with a nail file and filed the tip of it, and I think I brought it back to life. So if you find yourself in a similar situation, take a nail file and go like straight across. Don't go at any angle, go straight across. And I might even like it better now than before. You know, don't be afraid to modify your tools. Pimp my gouache. Okay, I'm gonna keep chipping away at this. I think I'm officially at that point where I'm a little bit afraid to make my next move. That happens to me a lot. I'm almost thinking about, so I bought the alcohol markers because I thought, like, what if I wanted to go over, like when it's finished, what if I wanted to go over, like, see, like in here, I wanted to put like, so it would be like a sheer to do a shadow. I also have to think about if I want to do a lighter color to do highlight. Probably. I will probably do a lighter color to do highlights. I'm not there yet, but I also want to know what am I going to do with the top she's wearing. I never hate drawing clothes. New article of clothing unlocked. Get used to this one. One of my best eBay finds, J. Crew alpaca blend duster coat. As my mom would say, Maria Bello vibes. Maria Bello is wearing some kind of luxurious sweater and anything she's in. It's fabulous. Okay. Can you tell that I'm getting tired? My eyes are all like blurry. She's definitely Swiss cheesing, but I think I really love it. I need to sit back and reflect so I can think how I want to do the bottom. I don't know if I want to just do a wash of the darker color or see, I don't know if you can see with this one. You can see on this one those flowers that I did. I really liked those. I don't know if I should bring that back for this one. I keep thinking I'm like, "Oh my god, it's like so different." But it's really not that different from what I usually do. It still looks like my style. It's like such a thing. Finding your style as an artist. It's there's a big emphasis on finding your style. So when you do, it's a little bit like you're a little bit afraid to change it. You're afraid to switch it up. But got to think about how many times like your favorite musician switches things up. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you're like, I'm sick of this. Give me something new. Some of my favorite bands, Stone Temple Pilots and Silverchair. I always like to point out every album was like totally different. Scott Weiland became like a different person every single album. I think I think Daniel Johns did too. And Diorama by Silverchair, what a masterpiece. What am I gonna get myself into now? Maybe I'll take a break with some Silk Song. I'm in the choral. I'm in the choral chambers, which is a fun area. It reminds me of the City of Tears, and I'm stuck on my pea brain has a hard time with names of things anymore. Do you know the human head weighs 8 pounds? Mine probably weighs 6. But 2 of it is hair, so 8. The cogwork dancers is what I was trying to come up with. And I like that fight. It reminds me of oh my god, another thing I have to pull out of my pea brain.
If brains were gasoline, Dill wouldn't have enough to power a dance motorcycle around the outside of a panty.
The Mantis Lords fight. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll break with a cup of tea. I'll break with a cup of tea. Wake me up.
The surgeons had to relieve the pressure in the skull, so. Oh no, he's so mad at me. He loves his hair.
Okay, let me introduce my sunburn and crazy hair to this video. Filming 2 videos at the same time, and it is too much for my pea brain. Here she is. She's gonna look so good back there. When I put it, I think I'll put all of my. So, if you didn't watch the last video, if this is your first video, or you skipped the last one, I've decided that I'm doing Vlogtober. I'm doing Vlogtober / Artober. Talk about my plans in the last video, so go watch that. Because I'm not doing regular Artober. So she's finished. What do we think? She's maybe a little bit busy. That might be my biggest. It's busy, which is something that I need to work on. I want to have the confidence to not make everything look like chopped meat and Swiss cheese. And I decided to do the bottom end in here a different color. And I only did a little bit of highlights. And I like the color. I'm very happy with the color. Especially cuz like it matches my lips, my lip lamp over there, my curtains over there. So anyway, happy Vlogtober 1st. Flying by the seat of my pants, deciding that I'm going to do Vlogtober. I commissioned Kevin to do a song for me. The song that you heard. You can't see music. I guess you can. The the music that I put in the clip of me drawing, Kevin made that for me. So I wouldn't have to put my stupid beat that I made in the Koala app over it. And I think it does still look like my style. I think she totally goes with my gothic cowgirl over there. Do I want to finish that other one? Now I mentioned like I don't like finishing drawings in one day, but if I take too long of a break, I do not want to go back to it. I'm also like I've moved on, you know? Anyway, thank you for watching. If you found me through either Vlogtober or Artober or the term studio vlog, thank you for checking me out. I hope you stick around. Like, comment, subscribe. Trying to play the YouTube game a little bit. Mwah.